is News 10 at 9.
And you know, this place is known as the happiest on earth, so what's the secret? And how do you get employees to stay so happy? This guy, he's got the inside track. We'll visit with him.
Coming up next on News 10 at 9, Melissa Crowley is in heaven because Disney secrets revealed. She's going to go inside the world of Disney in search of what makes it the happiest place on earth and how you could add a little Disney magic maybe to your job. Yeah, it's the author and former Disney executive of Disney U. He's our guest on News 10 at 9.
All right, if you know me, you know I'm a little bit of a Disney fan. Is that fair to say? And I'm a former Disney employee as well, or cast member. But have you ever wondered what really makes Disneyland the happiest place on earth and a happy place to work there as well? Our guest, well, he's an expert. He knows a lot about that. Author and former Disney employee Doug Lipp wrote about the world of Disney and gives us an inside look at a big part of Disney culture that's little known, Disney University, but a lot of credit to the success of the Walt Disney World Corporation, almost perhaps as much as Walt himself. Tell us what Disney U is, Doug.
Well, Melissa, Disney U is the vehicle that the company uses to onboard employees and to train existing employees in how to create the happiest place on earth. It's as simple as that.
And the employees really buy into it because being part of Disney University myself, you learn not just about the company, but you're also invigorated to keep doing a good job. How do they get employees to stay motivated and stay happy day after day on the job?
The key is, if you're going to create happiness for guests, you have to create the same thing for the employees. And so cast members are treated with the same kind of respect that Disney treats guests.
And Doug, one of the things that I noticed as well that makes a difference is that employees feel that their managers know a lot about their job. One thing Disney University stresses is to have managers do rotations. Tell us how that works, Doug, and if you think that makes a difference.
Well, it all started with Walt Disney walking the park, and so this concept of walking the park is alive and well with every level of management. So if you're going to talk to somebody about how do you run Space Mountain, the odds are great that you yourself have run Space Mountain.
And in terms of what others can learn from it, Doug, because in reading the book, it brought back a lot of memories for me, but it struck me that a lot of corporations and even people could take some of these business practices to heart, including be in the business of people, no matter what field you're in. Remember, it's people behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. Do you think some companies have lost track of that, Doug?
I think what companies have lost track of, Melissa, is creating a culture. Is they try to apply training or they try to put fancy nouns and verbs on the words they call their employees or customers, but the essential DNA of the company hasn't been decided yet, and the Disney University essentially is an extension of Walt Disney's values.
And when I did the college program, Disney University was something that we went to weekly. We actually had a project where we had to design a possible ride. So it was something we were excited about, though, and I don't know that many businesses have a training program that people are as excited to take part in. So it really is stressed as a priority to make it fun, too, right?
And that's the key, is the excitement. The founder of Disney University, Van France, was adamant that you can entertain and educate at the same time.
And I want to share some inside stories because we're both former cast members, which is what we will always
Full disclosure,
call ourselves. Right? Full disclosure. And I worked in the character department. I was in desirable short height range. You have some pictures that you want to share, and I want you to tell us a little bit about your experience. You helped open Tokyo Disney, which is quite a story in itself. What sticks out as your biggest memory as being part of the Disney culture?
It's that people really do believe in the organization, and what we taught in the university is exactly what happens on the front lines. And all too often I see training divisions that train something, but then in the real world it's not applied. And so there was always synchronicity in what was talked about and what was done.
Now, you were a top-level manager, and here's some of your pictures earlier on. You met your wife at Disney. But I have to ask, can you take us to break here? You actually won a contest for the voice of Donald Duck. Can you give us a little something, something?
Well, guess what? I do, Melissa. How are you today?
And I think that's part of it. You can be a serious manager and still have fun. Thank you so much. The book is called Disney U by Doug Lipp, who's actually a local as well. Do you ever miss working there?
I miss parts of it, but I also like being independent.
Yeah, some of my friends said when they work Small World, they still hear that song
the music.
over and over. But I always enjoyed it. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks, Melissa. Appreciate it.
And we'll be back after a quick break.